Hi there, it's Heather with Underwater Panther, and today I am going to be doing another kind of little introduction to my Astro-Psychological series. I'm going to be talking about Pisces, or the INFJ, through this series. It's kind of like a reintroduction. I've done a few videos, but I wanted to kind of update it. So this is like a preface. Get ahead or stay behind. First of all, I want to start by saying this is a long time coming. I have had the goal of writing a book since I was probably a preteen. I have spent the last decade plus, more like 13 years, re-educating myself in all kinds of various subjects, but mostly focusing on nutrition and fitness. So I was into bodybuilding for a very long time. I went through a lot of different types of diets, veganism, keto, you name it. I did a physique competition, so I was really heavy into the fitness realm. I took muscle activation techniques classes in Schaumburg and Chicago, so I did a lot of traveling and networking. But now I am into the psychological and astrological realms. It's been probably 5-6 years now, so I kind of wanted to tie in fitness and nutrition with the mental side of how to help other people in any way that I can. So my purpose behind the drive, sometimes our relationships do not expand as we want them to, and that is okay. But don't you want to see these cycles for what they are? Drop them and level up. Looking into or becoming conscious of our triggers, strengths, and weaknesses will help us navigate them smarter and then truly embody a much healthier version of you. In turn, we will be able to set better boundaries with others and cut most of the drama out of our lives. So I've been into Mina Arfan on YouTube for quite a while, probably 4 or 5 years. And she has she gets really into the feminine, spiritual consciousness awakening. So she gets into like the basic babe, and then you also have the basic man, and then you have the boss babe and the boss man, and then you have high-end divinity. So there's different levels to awakening our consciousness and our inner work. So astro-psychology isn't just about seeing who we are compatible with within a romantic relationship, but is a truly brilliant tool of antiquity that can be used to look directly inside of ourselves. Some amazing revolutionary inner work that can even quantum leap your life in every aspect. So we are not taught during our early educational years how to deal with or understand our different personalities. This is, stuff that we should have been taught in school. And, it's really funny. I'm going to go on a little tangent here. You know how there's like a lot of sexual confusion going on? So this is, they say it's at a biological level, but it's really at a spiritual, emotional, and psychological level. So if you can confuse somebody and someone does not know who they are, we all have feminine and masculine energies within us. So it's something that we're not taught, we are not aware of. And for example, I am pretty masculine as a woman. I'm very intellectual. I'm very ambitious and goal-driven. And, that's with finances, bodybuilding, nutrition, you name it. Writing books is no small task. So anyways, it's just kind of very important for us not to be confused that, if I'm a woman, I think that I can be a man. Normally it's a man thinking they can be a woman. So this type of inner work can actually help one understand more about their own masculine and feminine energies within themselves, and then also when they get into a relationship, they can kind of see better into other people, and then how the relationship together, how those dynamics play out. So, side tangent over. Nor we're not told how to understand ourselves, nor how to deal with our emotions and mental states as we transition into different stages of our life. This can be devastating to some and set them back years due to social and self-perception issues. We are taught how to work in certain careers, but that doesn't help when we shift or the market shifts. So school is really set up to teach us kind of how to live a factory lifestyle. We are not exactly learning who we are and our strengths and weaknesses. So my main focus is to help others understand themselves better so that they can make better quality choices in life. I want to see us all flourish and thrive in healthier relationships, including the relationships we have with ourselves and especially our children. So this type of work can really not only help you peer into your own self, but your children as well. So this goes into parenting styles and what's the best way to parent children with certain types of personalities, or how they learn, like how, some people are visual learners, some people are hands-on learners. So this information helps immensely and beyond words with parenting. The ripple effect goes further than we can ever imagine. That I know. Astrology and psychology offer guidance so that you do not have to walk through reacting blindly to experience within your life. You can, within your limits, direct your future and in the process reach a true higher self. So with this work, I am tying astrology with psychology, and so it's not only your ego and your personality type and what you may be better at doing within your career, your career, but astrology adds on so many different layers with what really would make us emotionally happy, our love language, really into our ego, subconscious, unconscious, and superego. It really can help you with looking at your, just kind of how you were nurtured within your childhood and understand, just kind of how we act. Why are we acting the way we are? So it's not just our ego that I'm focused on. It goes a lot more deeper than that. So who is this book for? I am selling 4 books right now: Aries, ESTP, Gemini, ENTJ, Taurus, ESTJ, and Pisces, the INFJ. So I have all of those self-published online. You can find the information about that in the description box below. So who is this book here with this video series for? A Pisces or INFJ wanting to deeply understand themselves better. Anyone dealing with a Pisces or INFJ friend, family member, parent, child, or in business dealings. So if you have a Pisces supervisor or a coworker, you can kind of understand how their mind works and why they act the way they do. So what's inside? There are about 166 or so pages of text and visuals that can take a layperson through the vast worlds of astrology and psychology in an organized, non-frustrating, and excited way. I do have a landing page, and that is free. It's about a 20-minute read on MailChimp. So I also offer, I don't know how many pages, probably about 10 pages or so free, so you can get a free preview on the PayHip with the actual book, or you can just go to my landing page, and all that gives an overarching view of, just how deep this book gets. So the topics of discussion, within this book is the ego, or the sun sign astrologically, our ego's main priorities, why our ego isn't necessarily our enemy, the ego key points, integrating the ego personality. I do have disclaimers, mainly stating we lead with different percentage levels on various spectrums. So you have to view this as everything is on a percentage level. I do not put anyone in a box. So it goes deep into our masculine and feminine energies within us. It breaks down what those are, what they mean, and then I break that down into depth, and then I go into introversion and extroversion. So that's very important to understand what we lead with. I'm very concerned with our primary social interaction styles, our inner strategies and authorities. So that's the human design. If I am doing a personal reading on somebody, I tie in my work. So I've combined many different systems together, Western and Eastern philosophies. So I tie in the human design, I'm tying in the four sides of the mind, I am tying in what C.S. Joseph with his work on expanding the MBTI and the four sides of the mind. And then I also utilize Dolo on YouTube. I've watched him for years. So he breaks down everything very well within the astrology realm. And it's really wild to me because I have spent so many years cross-referencing information from many different systems. And honestly, it is just amazing how much everything is actually in line. So I do believe in using very many different systems and philosophies to try to understand as deeply as I can into a person. So the personality type dynamics, I elaborate on that. So the primary and secondary interaction styles. So that is abstraction, affiliative, interest, direct responding movement. I break down each of those. I do a brief four sides of the mind breakdown between the ego, subconscious, unconscious, and superego. So the ego is the sun sign astrologically. Our subconscious is the moon sign. I do add in Mercury with the ego. It's fun to get into the Mercury. And then the unconscious, I sprinkle in Saturn and Mars. And then our superego is the rising sign astrologically. I break down the 12th house representation, what it means, what the 12th house energy is, the water element, the mutable modality, and then I break Pisces season down, and it's embodying the transition between winter and spring. What house can represent hidden fears and desires, dreams and rest, all that is below the surface, the unconscious and collective unconscious. So Pisces is very more in tune, I would say, kind of to a degree, with the unconscious, and we are trying to, like my business is called Underwater Panther. That is a Native American thing. I am a quarter Native American, and I'm also a farm kid. I am very connected with the earth. My grandpa still has a huge organic garden, and I just have grown up on the land, and I appreciate the cycles of the seasons that goes along with harvest season and just preparing for, getting ready for farming. I'm very in tune with that. I love animals. I'm just that type of person. So I break down what Pisces is in a nutshell, what the hero, parent, child, and inferior cognitive functions are based on psychology, and that actually goes into astrology. I break down what introverted intuition is, extroverted feeling, introverted thinking, and extroverted sensing. So what those definitions are, we've got Neptune and Jupiter in home, which rules Pisces, and then Venus is exalted. So I break down what exaltation is, what Venus is. Mercury is in left field, and the fall is Earth. So I break down each of those sections, and then I give out many real-life examples of how each plays out in a Pisces or INFJ's daily life. How to love a introverted intuition hero, and then a social general compatibility list. I break down parenting as a Pisces, and then trying to parent a Pisces child. And then also avoiding the inferior grip. That is Pisces' actual true weakness, so I break that down. And then aiming for true happiness. And then I compare the Aquarius INTJ with Pisces INFJ. They have the NI hero and the extroverted sensing inferiors in common, so they do have a lot of commonalities. And I'm actually a Pisces with ego with my Aquarius Mercury, so I can get both of those. I think like an Aquarius and I act like a Pisces, so that's always fun. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little teaser of what is in the book and what is going to be in this video series. I am literally taking from my landing page and I'm going to create some videos to just get it out there, help promote my book. And I know some people don't like reading and they don't have the time to read, so I'd like to get this out on video first and then probably do an audiobook as well. So have it in every format. So there's no excuse to learn a little bit more about yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.